This is chapter 4 of the Adventures of Stagger Lee, the grandfather of yin and yang. Tai Chi comes from Wu Chi and is the mother of yin and yang. That comes from Tai Chi Chuan Lun. A warrior with a vorpal blade strapped to his back leaped into the passenger seat of Wu Chi Ku's blue Eldorado convertible as Wu slowed for an alligator on the two-lane back road he was taking on the first leg of his journey home from an unadvertised gathering of top martial artists from around the world. Wu and Stagger Lee looked at each other. Within a quarter of a mile, they were fast friends. With Wu's laughing but fierce influence and his ability to see the humor in most everything, Stagger Lee's ferocity did not lessen but became more contained. He was learning to become more human, and that, though born of gods, humanness was his nature and his fate. "Where are you headed?" asked Wu. "Where are you headed?" "Home." "Where's that?" "The Isle of Metaphorical Encounter." Chapter 5. Dancing the Wu Chi Ku. Thud. Stagger Lee opened first one eye, then the other. Flat on his back again. Good thing the sand was loosely packed. Though if this kept up with his body as the pile driver, the sand would become as concrete as an orthodox mind set in its fixed particular form. Wu Chi Ku peered down through the palm fronds and giggled. "Come on back up, Stagger. Give it another whirl." Stagger Lee positively detested his teacher's giggle, which only seemed to come during what Wu called teaching moments, generally meaning when Stagger Lee was rendered immobile and in some degree of pain, like now. Wu Chi Ku ran a summer training camp for his advanced students, which Wu called Metaphorical Encounters, but the students called Nursery Rhymes from Hell. The camp was on a remote island in the southern Pacific that hosted no one but Wu Chi Ku and his spirited associates. Right now, the martial training metaphor, or hellish nursery rhyme, was Jack and the Beanstalk. Stagger Lee's task was to climb the palm tree and liberate the goose that laid the golden eggs, played by one of the coconuts, without disturbing the sleeping giant, Wu. Thus far, the giant had been very much disturbed. Stagger Lee groaned, rolled up to a standing position. "You think this is so easy, Wu. Let's see you do it." Uh-oh. Did he really say that out loud? He meant to only think it. Wu laughed. "Sure, come on up and be the giant." Stagger Lee swiftly climbed the palm, noticing the blue ocean gently waving toward the white sand beach. He settled among the fronds. "Okay, I'm ready." Wu Chi Ku called up from below. "So am I. I think your goose is cooked, Stagger, my boy." Wu stood with a coconut balanced atop his bandana-covered head. Stagger Lee sighed. Jack and the Beanstalk had yet to be mastered, and only Buddha knew what awaited him after that with Jack and Jill. But he was sure it had to do with fetching a pail of water. Stagger would need all his training, and then some, after the numismatic message heading his way sliced into his life and landed with a thunk.